Hi Stampers, Diane Dimich here with DDStamps.com, and today I'm here to talk to you about my June tutorial. My June tutorial uses the stamp set Country Flowers, which is a great stamp set this time of year. And it also comes with a die set, Country Flower dies, that cuts out the various shapes and flowers, and then has some extra dies in it too. I'll kind of point those out in the cards that I made. So how I work my tutorial is I produce a tutorial with 6 projects this month. And if you place an order with me during the month of June, you'll get the tutorials for free. I just email those in a thank you, and you have a link to go follow the directions for the tutorials. If you decide to place a bigger order and your order is over $50, then at the end of the month, I put together packets of supplies to make the projects. And so you'll get the cardstock, the designer series paper, the ribbon, the embellishments, all those things to actually make the projects, plus a tutorial. So let me just show you quickly. This tutorial, like I said, uses the Country Woods collection. And so this time around, I actually used 2 different kinds of designer series paper. I used the lace. Is that what it's called? I used, yeah, the Country Lace and the Country Woods. And so you'll get paper, you know, samples or supplies of both kinds of paper in your packets, plus, like I said, all the cardstock to make the cards. The other products that I used to make these cards was Early Espresso ink, which I do love to use Early Espresso ink, especially when I'm using my blends, because it doesn't smear. It's a classic ink, so it's water-based. These are alcohol-based, so they don't, mesh together and smear. But it just gives it a different look than black. It just gives it a softer look. I used some of the blends in the Wild Wheat, Pool Party, Petal Pink, Misty Moonlight, and Smoky Slate in all the cards that I did. So I'm going to run through my cards now and just show you quickly. So on this particular card, you can see where I use, this actually uses the lace designer series paper for the background. And then I use the wood on the stool and then also on the pot. My little embellishments here are actually colored with Misty Moonlight because I wanted to change them up and make them the same color as the card, or as the cardstock. Pool Party, again using some of the wood, some of the coloring, and then I also used the embossing folder that coordinates with that Country Woods stamp set. This one here uses, again, both the lace and the wood, and then this is where I told you there were some extra dies in there to do cut out flowers and some leaves and some other embellishments, and also the ribbon, which will come in your kit. This one uses Petal Pink cardstock, and I used the stitched dies with this one and some ribbon. And again, there's wood in the little pot container, and then wood and the lace in the designer series paper. This one uses all kinds of paper. This was kind of a fun one to make. It just kind of mix and match everything up and see what I came up with. And then this being my favorite paper, I don't know why. I just love the colors in it. And again, I used some lace and I colored those embellishments to coordinate with the cardstock, or with the cardstock. So anyway, that's my tutorial for the month of June. There's a list of supplies. Everything that I used is down in the YouTube video. It's also on my website at www.DDStamps.com. I'd recommend that you get on my mailing list. You could do that by going to my website, and I'll put a link in the bottom of this YouTube video to sign up for my newsletter, because I give lots of information out in a newsletter, and you'll be able to keep up to date with what I'm doing. There's a hostess code there too. So if your order's less than 150, go ahead and use that hostess code. That helps me with the supplies for the kits. So I thank you. Have a great day, and we'll speak with you soon.